Hello, ready to writers. Welcome to the classroom. My name is Mrs. Considine and I'm here to help you with your writing. And what does Mrs. C care about? Well, she really cares about our word choices and our language and vocabulary. And we pick up these words, we collect them, we group them, and we build sentences. And together we are the Super Sentence Stackers. Okay, what do I need you to do? Well, I need you to give me some time while you find a piece of paper, a pencil or a pen, and I know some of you are ready now. I would like you to look at your piece of paper and sort it into a thinking side and a writing side. Or you can put your thinking side on a separate piece of paper. When Mrs. C is teaching you how to improve your writing, I want you to have a pens up approach. I want you to make sure you have a pencil or a pen in your hand so you can jot down words, because these words are going to weave together to make wonderful sentences. Right, now I am so excited about celebrating this piece of writing. From yesterday, for Brush, A Fox's Tale, Isaac O'Brien, who is 10, well, really did make my day. I'm going to read Isaac's work, and as I read it, I want you to notice so many devices that he's using, but how it is sprinkled with such gorgeous, glittering, glistering, magical language. So have a look at this. Nighttime swallowed up the sun, while crickets chirruped outside. Inside, Fred was in slumberland. This is my favourite bit. With a tinkle of trickery and a whirl of wizardry, his paintings were filled with life. Bewitched, they glided across the room, and Mr. Fox, who was still enjoying his slumber, pricked up his ears and squinted. The illusions were ice skaters pirouetting. Now wide-eyed, Fred was baffled and bewildered. What is going on? Oh, Isaac, you come to the classroom every single day and your writing is improving all the time, but this was stunning. Thank you, Isaac. And remember, when you submit your writing, I might choose it for our celebration board. Okay, if you're here for the first time, I'm going to tell you how Super Sentence Stackers work, and already I hope you're feeling from me that good word collectors make great writers. So, what is today's film? It's ever so short, actually. It's a really short film. It's called Dear Alice. Because it is so short, we don't have to rush any of our writing. We can really slow it down. What Mrs. C is going to ask you to do is never write for the whole film. You're going to choose a chunk. And below in the description, you can see the chunk times and you can also find a chunk sheet. Today, Mrs. C is going to choose chunk 4 or plot point 4. And this is where Alice is desperately trying to get her mum's attention on their bus journey. So, now I've decided that, what do I need you to do? I need you to watch the film Dear Alice, but I don't want you to do that yet. I want you to stay with me in the classroom and word collect, idea gather, and let's jot and think and get ready for writing. Okay, now I've chosen my chunk, there are some rules about Super Sentence Stackers. Every piece of work needs your name on it. This is Mrs. C's name, Mrs. Considine. I write my age, and today I'm choosing chunk 4. I always challenge you for your chunk to write 9 sentences, and there are certain techniques I want you to include. So, what are we going to zoom into today? Well, our 3 challenges today are coming from the Writing Rainbow, and the first one I'm going to ask you to look at is metaphor. Now, we've done this before. It's very gently metaphorical today, and what we're going to do is group what we would call themed words together, so they're like a little semantic thread, figurative words, and I'm going to help you with that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to include dialogue, but it's an interesting one. It's going to be remembered dialogue from the past. It's going to act almost like a quote of things that were said before. And I don't want you to panic about that. I'm here to help you. You're under my writing wing, and I'm going to give you lots of guidance and support. And the third area is going to be feelings. We're going to include feelings in this story, and at some points they are positive feelings, and at some points they're negative feelings. So, what you're going to see now is Mrs. C do some writing, but at the same time, you're going to see the writer's brain. You're going to see me talk about my choices and all of my thinking that goes into building a sentence. You're going to see me tussle with words, and sometimes I put some in the bin. I reject them and I'm not going to use them. It doesn't mean that they're not good words, but I'm trying to choose the best words for the job. Okay, so we need to agree that we're writing a third-person narrative, and who is in the story? Well, our main character is Alice, and she's the young girl. Then there's Alice's mum, who we'll call Mum. Then there's another older boy on the bus who we're going to call Ben. Those are the 3 character names that we'll use today. We'll also be using the pronouns he, she, and they. Okay, everybody, I'm now going to write down my ideas for chunk 4. We have 2 artists on the bus who are both drawing. One of them's Alice and one of them's Ben. And what's Mum doing? I'm going to write that down. Mum is on the phone. I can see she's wearing work clothes as well. She's very busy. And Alice is trying to get her attention. I'm going to write that idea down. What I'm going to do is start with a sentence that states the obvious so the reader knows what's happening. So I'm going to start with the main character, Alice. Alice tried to get Mum's attention. Tried to get Mum's attention. It belongs to Mum, her attention. Ooh, it's strange when you say it like that, but that's where the apostrophe goes, full stop. A short, simple sentence that explains what's happening. Now, I want to tell the reader that Mum is almost locked in her work world. Locked. That might be really useful, that idea of being locked in. This is where I could perhaps really stretch this metaphor idea of being locked, in prison, trapped, words like that. I could really drench my writing in it so we can feel that Mum is locked away from Alice. Okay. Her mum was, and I'm going to test out what words I might use. I'm going to go to my thesaurus thinking space. Mum was involved on the phone. Mum was busy on the phone. Oh, now I'm pulling away from this locked idea. Mum was engaged on the phone. None of those quite do it. Mum was trapped. Oh, that could be just the sort of word I need to get this sort of locking idea going. Trapped, locked, prison. Her mum was trapped in her phone rather than on her phone. That's really clever use of the word in, that preposition. In her phone world. Her mum was trapped in her phone world. I'm going to now think of other sort of trapped words. Tangled. Tangled in talk. Tangled in work talk, I'm going to put, because I think it is work talk. Tangled in work talk, and locked is okay. What about tied up? And tied up and tied up in conversation. I'm going to read that back. Her mum was trapped in her work world, tangled in work talk. Oh, I've put an extra work in there as I read it out. Let's do that again, Mrs. C. Her mum was trapped in her phone world, tangled in work talk, and tied up in conversation. Right. I'm then going to repeat Alice tried, so that we get this sense that she gets fed up with it. Alice tried again. Do I need to say to get her attention? Alice tried again, but I've already used attention. Alice tried again to show her something. Show her something. Or maybe something is not precise enough. Let me take that away. Again, Alice tried again to show her the drawing. Let's make it obvious to the reader. Full stop. Now, I'm going to have a go at doing dialogue like a quote of dialogue said before. And what I'm thinking of, you know when mums go, yeah, in a minute, or dads go, not now, or can you just hold on a second, we'll do that later. You know, phrases that parents say which mean, oh, can you just leave me alone for a bit, please? And sometimes they don't even have please on the end. So I'm going to gather some of those. They're a bit like the leave me alone chat. And I'm going to do it like this. Mum, I'm going to write down here some ideas like hold on, not now, those sort of things. Mum gave her, and then this is where I'm going to drop in things she said before because she doesn't actually talk to her. Mum gave her the hold on a minute, sweetie. It's kind of kind, but it isn't really. It's like, can you leave me alone? Hold on a minute, sweetie. Dialogue said in the past like a quote. Hand gesture. Full stop. Alice tried again. Now we know what she's trying to do. Show the picture, full stop, lovely and short. And then I'm going to do another drop bit of dialogue. Mum, maybe I don't need to do mum for cohesion. She gave her the not now, darling. Not now, darling. Look. I'm going to put there. And then I'm going to write, for emphasis, Alice tried again. Alice tried again. Oh, I like the way this is building, actually. I need one more phrase. I'm going to perhaps join that up. And was given, I'm going to drop it in quotes, the please, not now. You know, that's how, oh, please, not now. Tap. That was really long, actually. I'd need to go back and reread that. But I think it's really clever how we've quoted dialogue of the past into this event now. So it goes. Mum gave her the hold on a minute, sweetie hand gesture. Alice tried again. She gave her the not now, darling look. Alice tried again and was given the please not now tap. Please, I've had now, please not at this moment tap. That might be better. At this moment, I'm going to do that live edit there. At this moment tap. Oh, Mrs. C, that's clever. I'm going to finish off now with feelings. I know they're negative and she gives up. That's what I want to have, that feeling of her giving up. Negative feelings to finish. Before I introduce them, I'm going to get Alice to kind of sit back in her chair, fed up. Sit, it's not very precise. Slumped, that's good. Alice slumped. Oh, I love that word. Oh, I really do like that. Alice slumped back down on her seat. Then it'd be good, and we've done this before, to drop feelings as a list after a colon. I need to gather some feelings. Let me go to my thesaurus thinking board. She feels, let me think. Let me get some feelings here. She feels upset. She feels dissatisfied. That sounds a bit formal, actually. It's not quite right. She feels low. She feels discouraged. Discouraged is really good, actually. I'm going to take that. Alice slumped back down on her seat. Discouraged. Dispirited. And it would be good if I could have another sound word that begins like that. Despondent. Slightly different spelling, but same sound. Despondent. Oh, and I have a glimmer of alliteration at the end. Oh, Mrs. C. I do surprise myself sometimes with my writing. Right, I'm going back to the top to do a long reread. Alice tried to get Mum's attention. Her mum was trapped in her phone world, tangled in work talk and tied up in conversation. Alice tried again to show her the drawing. Mum gave her the hold on a minute, sweetie hand gesture. Oh, I've lost my place. Hand gesture. I know I was there. I've rolled then and can't remember. Alice tried again to show her the drawing. Mum gave her the hold on a minute hand gesture. Alice tried again. She gave her the not now, darling look. Alice tried again and was given the please not at the moment tap. Alice slumped back down on her seat. Discouraged, dispirited, and despondent. Oh, Mrs. C. That really is drenched in negative feelings. So, what do I want you to do? I want you to go and choose your chunk after you've watched the whole film and enjoyed it. And then I want you to write your 9 sentences. Can you think of some themed figurative language, some feelings, and also have a go at dropping down dialogue that might have even happened in the past? I am looking out for wonderful words, and I'd like your work back into me at 12:30. I read all the work, and I really do try to comment on as many as I can. Get your work into me by 12:30, and I might choose yours for our celebration board. Thank you, everybody. Your writing is just wonderful, and I can't wait to read it. Make sure you hand it to me on Facebook at Jane Considine and on Twitter at Jane Considine Education. See your work soon and see you back in the classroom tomorrow where we do some more writing together. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.